Hey everyone, Blake Sloan here. Just finished this week's radio show. The brand new market numbers in from last year and last month and how we finished up 2024 in December. And the numbers were very, very good. Actually, sales last month for single family homes here on the Grand Strand up 20.3%, which is awesome. There are 362 resale homes that closed last month, where last year was only 301, so a 20% increase, which is awesome. Why is that? Well, if you go back to just October 1st, rates dropped back down to the sixes. A 30-year fixed rate was 6.25. A 15-year was 5.6%. And so lots of buyers jumped in. Typically, finance deals take 4 to 6 to 8 weeks. Guess what? They started closing 1st December. It's why you saw a huge jump December, which is great news. Now, unfortunately, rates are back up in the sevens. Today's show is 7.07%. We're hoping to see that jump back down. We'll see it bounce around here the next few months, but everyone's saying Q1 is hopefully going to be back in the sixes, potentially in the mid sixes, which is going to have a lot of buyers jump back in, and it's probably why you want to get your house in the market if you're thinking about selling. Right now, median price last month of 4.1%, which is awesome. $385,000 was median sale price. Average sale price up 6% last month, which is great news at $512,681. We went back above the $500,000 mark, and if you go back to just October, it was around 460,000. So you saw really a 50,000 plus jump in the last 2 months, just an average sale price here on the Grand Strand. So that's great news there. Supply is up 25% from the same time last year. Right now, the average inventory is 4 months of inventory in the market, which is still a seller's market, which is great news. The big problem, though, what most people aren't realizing is about 50% of properties that get listed are not selling. And so right now the average, and why is that? Well, there's a lot of inventory and there's just not enough buyers right now. The average showings per listing in the entire MLS with every real estate company is 2.7 showings per listing. The problem is the amount of showings it takes to go pending. We call it showings to pending. So how many showings does it take to get a contract? 13.4. And so the average listing is getting 4 times less showings than's needed to get a contract, which is why the agent you choose is so important. You need somebody who can spend money on your behalf, who can spend marketing dollars, who understands marketing. There's some national data that came out. We talked about in today's show that 48% of real estate agents didn't sell a single house the last 12 months, which is shocking. And so of the ones that did, the average agent sells less than 4 homes per year. And so there's not a whole lot of money to market with, and you want somebody who can truly differentiate your property. The ones that did sell, roughly half the homes that did sell, the average days on market last month was 101 days on market. And so what makes us different? We outspend the average agent 100 to 1. We spend 6 figures a month in marketing, where the average agent just waits to get a listing, then they put the sign in the yard, then they start marketing. With us, we have right now active home buyers. We talked about in today's show, 79,933 active home buyers on that right now, that username, password account that our team follows back up with aggressively. You may be one of them, and our job is to help serve them, match up homes with them. We make 15,000 phone calls a week because we're in business also. We're in business to be number one. We just finished up again the number one real estate team here in Myrtle Beach, and we'll talk about that in future videos. But condo market, sales down 6.9% last month for the resale condos. 326 properties closed versus 350 the same month last year. So December 2023 had 350. December 2024 had 326. Median price though up 3.8%, which is awesome, at $241,000. Average sale price up 5% at $284,000, which is great news. Supply though has been through the roof the past few months. Is up 51%, and right now 6.5 months inventory. It is a buyer's market right now technically for condos. Major problem there though with you're seeing showings per listing and showings to pending. It's why most people are frustrated. It's right now more than ever why you don't want to use a random friend of yours who just got their license. You need someone who understands marketing. You need someone who can get differentiation. But the showings per listing for the entire MLS right now for condos is 1.5. So the average listing, let's say it's 6 months, gets 1.5 showings the entire 6-month period. Showings to pending right now, 10.3. And so you need 6.9 times the amount of showings to get a contract than the average listing's getting. That's by far the biggest problem that anyone's not really understanding or not talking about right now. And the reality is because most agents don't spend money in marketing. They don't have money to spend in marketing to differentiate. And that's the major problem and why it's such an important issue in the agent you choose. The average days on market of the properties that did sell, 118 days on market. And so the good news is everyone's very bullish right now about what's happening here first quarter in 2025. If you're thinking about selling, reach out to us. We just did some calculations. Our team has sold over 7,000 homes for $1.5 billion in real estate sold. We know what we're doing here. We spend 6 figures in marketing a month, like I mentioned, but here's the deal. I also represent a fund with millions of dollars looking to buy properties. On this same email you got, you can click a button right there. You'll see it in the email. It says click here for a cash offer. You can get that right online, get the information for that. You can also get an instant home evaluation. I spend over $2,000 a month for that software. It's very, very valuable because it pulls 3 different data sources. I have zero influence at all on that data. We pull up a third-party vendor, and you can put all the properties that you own across the country into that software and have your own dashboard with real-time equity, real-time home values, what's sold around it. And so it's really, really accurate versus like a Zillow that only pulls one data source. You're able to get a much more bigger version, a much more bigger view of what's happening out there. You can always reply back to this email as well with any questions you have. We're here to serve you. If you have anyone that you know, the biggest compliment that we could ever get is a referral. So anyone you know looking to buy or sell in 2025, please have them call us 843-808-SOLD, or you can just go to blakesloan.com anytime to get an online evaluation or an instant cash offer. 843-808-SOLD. We'll see you next video.